we was having a conversation on another pod where the homies was telling me, when you grow up with your mother and your granny only, you're sassy. You know what I'm saying? And you are emotional. How you feel about that?
So,
Kid, don't work on this stupid nigga.
Bro, I came to the realization the other day, bro. I've been learning a lot about myself and just shit that's going on, right? And like just dealing with different females and shit, right? And it's like females deal with emotion, right? There ain't really too much logic attached to that. And I'm talking to the homie, and I said, that's why we was wild with no understanding and just dumb shit, bro, because niggas just only learn the emotional side and not the logic that you would get from a man. You know what I mean? And I think that's why we ran to the hood so early. You know what I mean? But yeah,
you ran to the hood so early because the father wasn't in your life?
Not because of that, because we didn't know shit about emotion and actually being a man and thinking like that. But
yeah.
Just that father figure. You know what I'm saying? Because my big homies was like my dad and uncle and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Like, I'm like the baby. You know what I mean? But, yeah, you definitely pick up a gang of female traits from growing up in the house, especially if they wild females. You know what I mean? Yeah.
What traits you feel like you picked up?
Attitude, understanding, communication, shitty. You know what I'm saying? Most definitely.
He knows himself and he's like living up to it, but you haven't, have you?
Who, me?
Yeah.
What you mean? Just
like saying, like, yeah, I grew up with my mom. Maybe I am a little, like, react to different things, like.
No. Some people may agree with that. You feel me? It's a lot of people that may agree with that, but then you have a lot of people that I feel like their mother made them who they are and is strong. And a strong man. You feel me?
It's a village though. Like moms was probably there holding it down, but you like niggas that's like more manly and understanding and get shit and not just on the edge snapping and don't hear shit with no logic. You probably had an uncle there or a teacher, a homie, somebody that gave you little qualities, but you ain't even know. You ain't even realize it. You know what I'm saying? If you think back, you'll probably be like, oh shit, I did pick up so and so
from such and such.
Right.
Yeah.
And then in my case, like my father figure in my life, man, that nigga hate me till this day. Like I definitely got bad communication and a bad attitude from that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I ain't really had I had to learn that shit like.
Do you feel like a lot of homies in the set they didn't have fathers growing up, like just going around like how many niggas didn't have fathers? Like I would say when I was looking around, I'm like shit. A lot of us, I would say 90% of us, nobody was like running around. Nigga had a father in the home.
Yeah.
So at that point, we all emotional.
For sure.
You had a dad when you growing up?
Yeah, my pops was in jail around that time. I was like figuring shit out outside though.
Figuring shit out?
Yeah, like when I was like running around with other niggas my age and shit.
So you feel like you emotional, cuz?
For sure.
Damn.
I was a hothead for a long time, so that's emotional.
Okay.
Damn, that's crazy. So I might have to rethink what's going on here. So now I'm talking to some niggas really from the ghetto. You feel me? So I will snap on you. I will.
That's where a lot of that shit come from, though. Like the bravado and all that. Because it's like, nigga, I ain't no bitch, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you going off on the deep end, like, instead of just doing what men do. And it's like, shit, we gonna have a conversation or we gonna squabble it out or slug it out. You know what I'm saying? But I think the emotions, like, that shit kills communication. And that was the point of the conversation. Like, it's hard to communicate with females, especially in their feelings. Like, it's no logic there. You know what I'm saying? Now, you got a handful of females that's going to go through the emotions and do the bullshit, you know what I'm saying? But then come back later like, nigga, I was tripping. My bad. You know what I mean? But for the most part, ain't none of that on both ends because it's not too many male role models, like
so
strong.
we can just if we saying that, then all gangs really probably made up of a bunch of emotional niggas.
For sure. Who had they pops? Like,
that's crazy.
Our OG niggas from the first era of pops was gone. And back then, them niggas was... Pops was having 10, 15 kids. Well, to this day, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of them niggas is like 10 kids, 15 kids raised by moms and shit. You know
Smack, you feel like you emotional nigga because you didn't grow up with your pops?
Nah, my mama was a strong black queen. Nah.
But see, what motherfuckers like, it's emotion don't necessarily mean you just acting like a bitch and crying and all that. It's like attitude, like a lot of the conversation and fixing shit go out the window because of nigga attitude. It don't mean you a crybaby ass nigga. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. But my mama was like a nigga at the same time too, because she born and raised in the 50s, so
Same as Heavenly.
You feel what I'm saying? So she installed in me what my dad was supposed to install in me when he wasn't there. She installed it in me. So yeah, nah.
To an extent, nigga.
To an extent, because
Like,
she's
what you
not a
mean?
male. I mean, because she
an
can only
extent,
do
bro.
so much. You know what I mean?
What you mean by that? To an extent, though? What do you mean?
To an extent, because a female it's rare you gonna run into just a gangster ass female that's just like a nigga.
No, not like
at
that.
some
But like my
point,
mama
it's-
was so much of a gangster that look how I came out. Look how my brothers and them came out. Nigga,
And nigga, you an emotional wreck, nigga.
No, I ain't. I mean, everybody got feelings. That don't mean you're emotional.
Not
wreck. Everybody
emotional
got
wreck.
feelings.
Damn.
I got feelings. I can get hurt. I cry. Shit. Who don't cry when they hurt?
Yeah.
You cry. Everybody in this room cry if they hurt.
Right.
I mean, but not at this day, moment in time, emotional wreck. I'm saying like growing up.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of confusion and shit and misunderstanding and not knowing how to deal with shit and not knowing how to approach shit.
But then that goes back to my uncle, my mama, brother, and them. They raised a nigga. My daddy brother raised me.
Yeah,
so
tight.
I had that father figure in my life. Like
So
my
there we
Uncle
go.
D was my father figure. I look at my uncle, my daddy brother as my daddy.
So
Right?
there we go. That's the answer right there.
Fair to say.
So you had the father figure in your life.
Yep, Danye, rest in peace, Big D, for sure.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, because, you know, handling problems and all that. I mean, sometimes I might want to handle it, and sometimes I might be like, nigga, we going all out. I ain't listening to no logic. Fuck the logic and fuck you and fuck everybody you know.
That's like heaven.
Yeah.
Look, your daddy, he was there. Your daddy was around as when you was a kid, but as you got older, he was absent, right?
Yeah.
And what Heavenly do? She took on all the responsibilities, and look, you still came out the man you was gonna come, regardless.
Yeah. You right. You know what I'm saying? Double W's on both of y'all, though. You feel me?
You know what I'm saying?
W on
And
D
for you to
Perico.
not
I like
have
that.
a dad, you're a good dad to Zane.
I want to express that too, because a lot of people think, you know, just because you didn't have a father in your life, maybe you don't know how to be a father and treat your kids and all type of shit. Like, and you know, I didn't have a father, and I know exactly what to do.
Thank you.
Because you know what you want and need it. You could flash back by being an adult with sense. You could be like, shit, if I don't do this, then this happened. I need to be there for this because I know how I felt. Shit like that, you know what I'm saying? And I don't want to... I don't want to be that type of person, and I don't want my kid to go through that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So that be the bottom line, because figuring out how to be a parent, like, this ain't no motherfucking blueprint to that shit.
So you didn't have your mom or dad growing up? You just had your granny?
Yeah, my mom was around, like...
Oh, she was...
So that was your granny house I was coming to?
She was in her own world. We're on 11?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to all the grandmas out here, because a lot of people were raised by their grandmas.
And these era, it ain't got that many like.
No,
they
it's
ain't
not
got
the
that many.
same.
No
They
grannies.
big grandma. No, they do, but they grannies is young than the motherfucker, 25, 26.
Yeah.
Just talking about this my granny like. What
Granny
the
got
fuck?
a BBL.
Hey, a nigga,
Yeah.
Out
nigga
cracking.
said a granny got a BBL.
For sure.
No, that's crazy.
Like Bernice Burgos, she's a granny.
It's great grannies right
Yeah,
now.
she's a bad
Bernice
granny.
Burgos is a granny.
She's the baddest granny walking right now. That's crazy.
Her daughter
One
has
of
a
them,
kid.
For sure.
She's one fine ass granny.
How old is
Tokyo Tony is a
How old is
granny. How old is she?
gift,
She's like 40.
She a gift.
I know.
Granny, I like
gift.
the fuck.
This nigga
Gift
brought up
for
a
sure.
good point. This nigga said, did you ever see your granny cooking tacos?
No.
Oh shit, Granny cooking
Damn, that's a good question.
Nah,
That's crazy. And I had to think about it. And I said,
Nope, not never.
ain't no way my granny was cooking tacos for no
Nah.
dinner, no none of that.
Probably spaghetti.
Yeah, I can't
Spaghetti
say
for sure.
sure.
I can't think of my mama doing that because she was on drugs. May she rest in peace. But my grandma, my daddy mama. As I'm older, I can't remember her cooking tacos, but spaghetti and everything else I could remember. Her cooking.
Tacos, right now is what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
No
I don't
granny
remember her cooking.
was cooking tacos.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Nigga, if it didn't take her an hour, 2 hours to prepare the dinner, it's not getting cooked.
Yeah, for real.
On everything.
You don't gotta thaw nothing out.
That's crazy to think
That
about,
taco
huh?
shit kind of new, huh?
That taco shit stupid new. They got a whole day for that shit, nigga. They like Taco Tuesday,
But that's
nigga.
been
It's
around
lit.
since
Because the
1966.
tacos was like
Taco
in the
Tuesday.
spot. Like one of the homegirls come make some tacos and shit. It's easy to make.
Yeah, because when
Make
that
that
shit
shit for
start coming
everybody.
around, like
I
the
didn't-
ground beef with the cheese.
Tacos wasn't a thing.
It's like in the spots. You know what I'm saying?
It wasn't
Nigga
a
in there
thing where I'm
hustling.
from.
Hey, bitch, come
Yeah.
make some tacos.
Well, yeah, you from Texas.
In
Tacos.
Texas, I'm like, y'all want to make tacos? Okay, like, all right. So I tried to make my little tacos I knew how to make. He was like, oh, no, this is not how you make tacos. I'm like, okay.
Niggas
So
making nigga
My nigga got
tacos.
the
gotta
hard
fry
shell.
the shell.
Them greasy ass shells. That's
No.
why my blood pressure high now.
Yeah, I'm like,
All
okay,
that
so y'all
shit.
fry the shell. I just used
And
to have
niggas
the
like
little
you.
Taco Bell tacos, stuff
You know what I'm
them.
saying?
Nah,
And
he
that was
doing
our
that.
Taco
Shit through the
Tuesday.
roof. That's why I don't answer your phone call.
California is really a different place.
This nigga crazy. He just to go over here talking about that's why I don't answer your phone call.
You be calling him?
Yeah, I've been knowing this nigga over 20-something years before he was rapping and any of that shit.
Oh, really?
I go back with this dude.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this ain't no new shit. I just met this nigga.
You
But
like
when
to
I
call
met him,
people
he
that.
had the same flat top
Don't
like
look.
me.
Don't he try to act like he ain't a nigga or something? Like you ain't like this because that's your homie. Like,
Like, what
no,
you mean?
that's
Break
like
that
that's crazy.
down.
Like,
Break that down when you
no,
say
like,
don't
'cause-
act like
no,
I'm a
I've been knowing this nigga 27 years. Like,
Yeah,
trying to-
he's not-
like,
he's
you know
not
what I'm saying?
that
Like, no, don't
yeah.
say that. You feel me? Like,
I could say
you
that.
just got off.
I've been a nigga, man, since this nigga bumped into me. I was the
This
nigga.
nigga, come on, bro. Don't
Man,
you tell me like
the
that.
details. That's
No,
facts.
this nigga moving and shaking, man.
Yeah,
Since
and that's truth in the details.
Hey, you should be smiling. When you come in, you should be smiling with how
Me
you
and him
smile.
both was moving and grooving and waving. When we met, we both was on our shit. He was doing his shit, and I'm coming there
You
supporting
wasn't
his
doing
shit.
your shit like
Tell
when
him I
he was
was.
doing his shit.
Man, nigga, I was buying. Nigga, this one activist. Nigga, I'm buying 2-3 bottles, nigga. And matter of fact, throw me an extra one, nigga. I'll get back at you tomorrow. Truth in the details, nigga.
What that mean?
Nigga, I was doing it, nigga. I was boring,
You
nigga.
thought you was doing
Thought,
G,
nigga.
was he doing it?
Keep it BG. Was I doing it? Keep it BGC. Coming through candy paint, young nigga on foes,
keep it PGC.
pulling up in the broadways like, what's happening? Where G at? What we got? What you got for me?
He was alright. He was doing your
Wow,
thing.
that's what I'm saying.
No,
With
no,
black
no,
people,
no, no,
black
no,
people.
no, look,
What
he
you
be
mean I
capping,
was
huh?
alright?
Nah,
Capping.
you was doing your thing.
In my world, what
You
I
was
was
doing
doing,
your
in,
thing.
in his world, what he was doing back then,
He
was
had a,
doing
he
his
had a,
thing.
he
In
had
my
a,
world, nigga,
he
I
had a
was nigga.
stable of little huskies.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
You feel what I'm saying? Like, I was
little
doing
like
it.
Tasmanian,
Yeah.
little buff back mixed up. You know what I'm saying?
Bringing them
Small
bands,
bottom, big top.
bringing them bands, nigga. I'm riding candy paint, nigga,
And he
through
was
niggas'
riding,
hood
yeah.
on foes, nigga, grill speaking.
But he was only riding for like 2 days at a time.
Yeah, because I
He
was,
was
sleep
falling
on it,
asleep,
on it,
crashing.
crashing whips, nigga. I
And
ran
then
through
he
whips
was
in my life.
Oh
he
yeah,
was
I know.
fucking
You
up.
doing it right now.
Yeah, fair to say.
He
Whole
got
foot
his
fucked
shine
up.
on for a couple days at a time.
Yeah,
He
hey.
fucked up. But he was getting chilly though.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
But all I'm saying is when the homie
He
come
was
in here,
coming through.
smile.
I
Like you
always
smile
smile.
for
I'm happy.
Charleston
I'm
White.
proud for
When you
you.
like you smile for Charleston
Yeah,
White.
you was happy
smile.
as a motherfucker. You know what I wanted to know, bro?
Speak on it. Hold on.
You was trolling, You was trolling that day?
When was I trolling? Mm-hmm. With Charleston?
That's right.
No. Let me tell you this now. I'm gonna take
You
the
was
glasses off.
co-signing.
I swear to God, it wasn't no troll. This shit was already set in stone. He
Is
talked
that
about,
your idol?
No, I'm gonna break it down to you.
Does
I'm gonna
he
make a long
inspire
story
you?
short. Huh?
You inspired by that, brother?